Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar live with Dr. Cam. We're going to get started shortly. Before we officially get started, if you could just let me know if you can see Dr. Cam on the video. And Dr. Cam, if you just want to say something to make sure they can hear you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the event. Thank you, Sajay, to run this event, producing this event. Thank you so much.
Okay, fantastic. So everybody can see you and hear you, Dr. Cam, which is great. So the way we're going to do this event, guys, is basically on the right-hand side, if you're logged into your desktop computer, you'll see there's a little chat box where it says questions. So you can type your questions in there. And then, as long as you're willing to come on the audio or on the video, I'll send you an invite. You accept the invite and you can talk directly to Dr. Cam. Just let me know. Somebody said she can't see you. So just let me know again, guys, if everybody can see Dr. Cam, if you can hear him. Just want to make sure the technology is working properly. Just type a yes in the chat box. Okay, all good. By the way, if you cannot see or hear, it's most likely an issue with your computer because most people can see. So what you want to do is you want to log out and log back in from your desktop computer. That's the best way, okay? That's the best way to interact with Dr. Cam. Okay, so let's get started. If you can type in your questions and I will call your name out and then basically you just accept it and then basically you can talk to Dr. Cam. So the first person I'm going to be bringing on the call is Cami. So Cami, I'm going to send you an invite right now. Just accept that invite and you'll be able to speak with Dr. Cam. Okay, it looks like Cami's computer is not working, Dr. Cam, so okay. Let's try somebody else. Okay, Deepak Sharma. Okay, Deepak Sharma, I'm going to send you an invite. Just basically accept the invite and you'll be able to talk directly with Dr. Cam. So, okay, Deepak Sharma, you should be seeing an invite right now. Just accept it and you can speak with Dr. Cam. Just unmute your microphone. Can you hear us, Deepak? It looks like Deepak is Deepak, can you hear us? I can see you're online.
Yeah, I'm online. I'm online. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Hello, doctor. Can you hear me?
Hello. Where are you from, man?
Yeah,
you from India?
Yeah, I'm from India. Yeah, I'm not able to earn regular profit. Yeah, actually, doctor, I'm not able to earn regular profit from business, and I want to settle down.
Okay, did you get that? He said he's not able to earn a regular profit from his business, and he's not able to settle down.
Yes. Yeah.
So here's a question about his business, right?
Yeah.
So, so looking at that situation, his business does not come up as the first thing in the order of things that need to be adjusted. So it would be like family relationship. So we would have to strengthen the family relationship, and that's done.
Okay.
And secondly, it would be people connection with you. So you're in the people's business, right? I mean, you have customers and things like that. So their connection with you is not as strong as it ought to be. So once you recognize that,
right,
actually strengthen the weakness, right? That's what we do, is strengthen the weakness. And by doing so, things will change. And and you also have family members that have business that didn't really go anywhere. So there's some business failures, and family members do affect each other. So we want you to strengthen. So we're just doing things together and strengthen yourself and to beat the failure from the cumulative effect of the past. So in the future, you're not going to have any failure extended into the future. Okay, now let's say you think about your business now in comparison. What does it seem like?
Like I'm not able to I have many thoughts of losing in my trading business. Like I'm not able to, but I want to. But it's a mixed feeling. One mind says you can't earn regularly, and the other mind
And
says
do you
we
feel
can.
anything different than when you first started?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, now you put in some specific things you question about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so looking at the specific, instead of describing all the
Yeah.
specifics, you have like
Mm-hmm.
20 things that's uneven that you're dealing with. So we even those things out. So we all could do
Mm-hmm.
this, make it as one thing instead of 20 different things that you have to try to resolve. And the effect on you is 1,000%. So you want to know the percentage down to zero. And when you do that, as a computer could do that, you process it. Now, let's say you think about
Mm-hmm.
your situation again now. What's that seem like?
Like
You have less
I'm not
question
able
about
to
it, right?
concentrate right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
So you should do a follow
Yeah.
up on it and make sure that it would be going the direction you want to go, right? So it's not just something you do for a couple of minutes and that's all there is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you should be able to feel the shift and feel the changes and be more in charge of your business instead of your business in charge of you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Thanks.
All
Thank
right,
you,
thank
Deepak.
you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you
the
so
next
much.
person is
God bless you.
Tia Atim. So Tia, I'm going to send you an invite right now. You can just accept this invite and you can speak with Dr. Kam. I've just sent it to you. So just unmute your microphone, Tia. I can see you're online. Can you hear us, Tia? Okay, I think Tia's maybe computer is not working. Can you hear us, Tia?
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, Tia.
Hi. Yeah, I am calling in regards to, like, I've been having shoulder pain. It's both of my shoulders, especially right shoulder. And I don't know if it's related to, I've been looking for a job, and every time I try and look for a job, I think that, I don't know if it makes it worse. And that's kind of how it started over a year ago. And just I can't move my shoulder all the way up or
Okay, so we got your shoulder problem. So let's see what we can do about that. Okay. Um, and then employment. Actually, shoulder is what affects you first. And when you get rid of shoulder pain, then your connection with employment would be a lot easier for you. So the shoulder, the right shoulder, even though it seems like the right shoulder, is really coming from your left hip. So your left hip has to be stronger because that's where the weakness is. So we identify the weakness in the body. So it's not about healing and curing anything. It's just finding the weakness relating to your problem. And anyone could do this, and that's why I want to show that anyone should learn how to do this, that you could get yourself doing a business for yourself online, that if you want a job, fine. If you don't have a job, you don't care, right? So um, I haven't got a job since I was 28 years old. So, and I'm glad I didn't stay with a job, right? So anyway, so we straightened the left hip and then the opposite foot. So structurally, your feet is not as evenly stable as ought to be. And it's easy to perceive that once you have more instruction how to do that, then you will have uh, the perception and intuition to resolve physical problems in you and others, as well as physical things that are working around you, which is a job. Okay, so now let me just process a little bit more with the hip and the structure of your body and how they relate to your central nervous system, and how your central nervous system relate back to those parts of your body. Okay, now how's your shoulder seem like to you?
Okay, let me check now. It feels stuck. Still, it feels stuck.
It feels stuck, right?
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Yes, it feels stuck. Like if I try to
Okay,
move.
what you need to do is that you need to tense that shoulder and then untense it, because when you have a problem with your shoulder, you're relaxing it too much. So relaxation makes you feel like you're stuck. So we always think relaxation is the greatest thing you could do, but when you relax, you're not moving it forward at all. So you have to tense and untense it. So that way you restore the natural rhythm of your body, like your heart, your breathing. So are you tensing and untensing your shoulder now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, now use your shoulder, move your arm and see what it seems like.
Okay. Yeah, there's still like pain in the back of the shoulder, and there's
Okay,
also
anything change first?
let me see. No.
Okay, the back of your shoulder, and we would look at your back of your shoulder in relation to your left brain, okay? So reconnect that. Okay, now how's the back of your shoulder pain feels like to you?
Let me see if I move my arm back now. Yeah, it feels stuck, like I can't move it back. And I can't move it up sideways or move it back. It
Okay,
causes.
so it's really about movement. So let's ensure that movement is not what weakens you more than your shoulder, okay? So you
Okay.
think your shoulder is really movement. So movement would have to be initiated from your spinal cord, and your spinal cord to the movement, in this case, would be your arm and shoulder.
Mhm.
Okay, now move it again and see what that seemed like to you. But don't think about it, okay? Don't put your mind there.
Okay.
So how's the movement?
I think I was able to move it maybe slightly more in one direction, but moving it back, I still couldn't.
Okay, so you also have a preference of other direction, but for you to move back is something that you don't like, right? For things to go backwards is really what weakens you. So I would just strengthen you for that. So there are times things go backward, go forward, go sideways, shouldn't make any difference, okay?
Okay.
Now, without thinking too much about your movement, just do your movement.
Okay. Yeah, it goes a little bit further and then gets stuck.
Okay, you make an improvement. You just have to get your mind out of your body, right? So we always think the mind is supporting our body, but the mind is constantly sabotaging your body. So if you separate your mind and your spirit from your body's physical intelligence would get you back to normal. Okay, so let's increase your physical intelligence of your body coming from your central nervous system, because your central nervous system intelligence is only functioning at 30% because your mind is suppressing it. So let's separate your mind from your central nervous system, so your central nervous system will handle everything that's going on in your body, and also handle things going around you in your life, like employment or business, education, or whatever you want to do. Okay, now do you feel your shoulder freer now, or the movement freer for you to move it? But don't think about your body. Totally separate your thinking from your body. Okay.
Let me try it again. Yeah, so moving up sideways was had more
Right, you have
improvement.
some improvement, right? And
Yes.
I never met you before, right? I mean, online, I mean. This
Yeah,
is the first time you came on this program with me, right?
it is better now.
Okay, but I'm saying that I don't know you from
No,
connecting you on the internet, right?
no.
Okay, good. Because I don't want people to think that, I just choose people that I know, right? And say that they got better, like infomercial, right? So I just want to show people that they could do it for themselves. You could improve everything that's around you on this planet, and you could do that. You would be better as an employee. If you start a business, you'll be good at it. Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tia. Thank you. Okay, so the next person I'm sending an invite to is Peter P. England. So Peter, I've just sent you an invite. Just accept it, and you can speak to Dr. Cam. Can you hear us, Peter? Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, my issue is my left ankle is really hurting. It's been quite bad, especially the last week.
Okay. Where you from, Peter?
Norway.
Norway? Okay. Obviously, I never met you, right? So, not physically anyway. So your left ankle, again, we think where you have the symptom is really where you have the problem. So if you get treated in your ankle or getting therapy for it, it usually don't go anywhere. Right? So you have to find the other weaknesses in the body. So the first weakness in your ankle, left ankle, would be your right wrist and hand. So that's the first weakness. The second weakness, it would be the side of your neck on the right, and then the temple, the left temple, and all this is caused by the mental fear that you have about the future. So I'm just going to show you for the future that you can actually change the future by removing all the weakness in the future and just strengthen the things that you feel like is not supporting you. So anyone could do this. It's time for the whole world to recognize we could do things for ourselves and not continue to rely on experts that may not be an expert with you. Now, just from that, how's the sensation in your ankles seem like to you?
It's better, but it still hurts when I
Okay,
walk.
so you fell a ship there, right? Now,
Yeah, tiny
the
bit.
thing is that you also have influence from your family members or ancestors. So let's say your ancestors kind of injured somebody else's ankle. The descendants have to pay for that, right? So we know that to a certain extent, family curse and family karmas that, like in the U.S., they talk about John Kennedy and from way back, but we have to resolve the cause and effect of your ancestors. Okay, now what's that seem like now?
No, it feels the same.
Okay, it felt the same to you because you're not perceiving that family cause and effect being resolved, right? So we will just put that into your spirit and the rest of your body that it has been already resolved, that you accept the resolution, okay? Because right now you have resistance for it and you think I'm just talking to you, right? Now give you a story you're not familiar with, right? So, all
It
right,
feels
now what's that seem like to you, your ankle?
it's better now.
Okay.
It still feels weak and sore, but it's I can walk naturally.
So what you want to do again, you want to tense it and then untense it, restore the natural rhythm of tensing and untensing. Because when you have a pain there, the natural tendency for everyone is just relax that area, and that area is not even supporting the rest of you, right?
Yeah.
So flex it, you know, like tensing and untense.
Yeah.
When you do that, you actually straighten your ankle. Of course, you
Mm-hmm.
could do, you know, exercise and other programs to strengthen it, but the basic strengthening of any part of your body is initiate the tensing and untensing and connect it back to the central nervous system, and the central nervous system connect to that part of your body. So the central nervous system essentially is your computer that has the physical intelligence to resolve anything that's happening in your body and also anything that's happening surrounding you outside of you. So
Mm.
how's your ankle seem like to you now?
Now it's better. It's definitely better.
Okay. Well, this is not the end of, you know, getting better, right? So you constantly have to get better. I mean, you should choose to get better instead
Yeah.
of allow yourself to get worse, right? It's only take you a few minutes to know how to do it. So
Yeah.
you experience it. That's the best way to actually, you could say, learn how to do it, but experiencing it instead of just, you know, just academically try to understand what take place, right? So you
Yeah.
want to experience it, and
Yeah.
that's what's happening now. Okay, you should
Yeah.
always, I mean, all of us should experience how to find the weakness and strengthen the weakness, and it's not a medical thing that we're doing, right? So if
Because
you go to a medical doctor, you will get better results because we strengthen the weakness that was not recognized.
mm,
Okay,
yeah.
so
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Peter.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Peter. So the next person I'm bringing on is Rosie Giza. So Rosie, if you can just come on.
Mano mensaje no hablo inglés.
We can't hear you very clearly, Rosie. Hello?
It's not music in the background.
Yeah. Rosie, we're gonna need to bring you on later because we can't hear you. So, are you there, Rosie? Okay. Next person I'm bringing on is Erin Boyle. So, Erin, if you just accept my request and switch on your microphone, and we can come and speak with Dr. Cam. Can you hear us, Erin?
Well, we should move on if someone is just going to hesitate that long, okay?
Yeah.
Because we wanted to cover more people, and they always could come back or
Yeah,
come back
sure.
in the
Okay.
future as
So, Erin,
well.
we're gonna. Okay.
Hello?
So, yes, Erin, go ahead.
Oh, good. Oh, good. How exciting. Hello, Cam. Um, well, my question was how to strengthen an individual or a family for a move to another state so that it is a good landing, it is a good beginning.
Well, you don't have to go in any more detail than that. You just want to strengthen a family member moving into a new city or something, right?
Yes.
So you're kind of concerned about it. You have a question about how to do it, right?
Yes.
So the answer really comes from you, and I don't need to verbalize it. So now let's look at that situation. You with this family member, actually, you with this family member, that internal space you share with each other, and it doesn't have to be a physical place. So the internal dynamics you share with each other, they have to even out more because there's unevenness you have with this person. And then the boundaries keep everything together should be strong in keeping you and this person in one unit so it could get resolved. And the internal external boundaries is stronger now. And then the effect on you and this person, it was 1,000%, that you want to lower it down to zero minus infinity. So your internal computer is just processing it right now. I just enhance it so it's a process that you know is processed, not from hearing me, but it's just processing internally in your central nervous system. Okay, let's say you think about this person again now. How does this person seem like to you in comparison?
I am feeling more even with that. Yes.
Okay, so you have less question or problem about this person adapting to that situation, right?
True. Yes.
Okay, good. Well, that's how things get resolved. Anyone could resolve things like this, okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Yuen.
for coming in.
Okay, next person is Liliana Martinez. I'll just send you an invite, Liliana. You just switch on your microphone, you can speak to Dr. Cam. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, perfectly. And you never came on the program with me, right? I mean, it's not we've done things together, right? So this is new for you, right?
No, I haven't, and I'm really pleased that I got the phone. I have been trying for many times. So my question is, I have two questions. First, I have a nephew that he has a skin problem since very little, and now it's getting worse. I think it's stress, but and something to do with his mom. So I want to really help him.
I didn't quite get what you said, but if
I
you,
have a nephew that he has skin problems
okay. All right,
since
so when
very
you think
little.
about his problem, it affects you, right?
It affects my sister, not me personally.
Okay, your sister affects you, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so there's three of you here. So we will make the three of you even with each other, so you have better communication with each other instead of having conflict among the three of you, okay? So that's what you're telling me, right? So going further, there's really a million reasons there that we're not gonna name them, that it's only 10 causes, but the effect on the three of you in the family is 1,000%. So you want to lower the 1,000% with your computer down to zero minus infinity, beyond minus infinity. And now when you think about your sister affected by it, or your sister affecting you, now what does that seem like?
Better.
Okay, good. Well, that's how things get better, right? So you can make things get better for everything on this planet, right? So it's time for all of us to do that. You can improve your family, improve yourself, improve your community. So what's your second question?
I have an urinary infection since 15 days and I can get rid of it.
You said you got an infection
Urinary. Yeah.
or urinary,
Yeah.
urinary infection. Do you have any symptoms of that?
Yes.
Okay, so you could perceive the symptom right now. There's
Yes.
irritation there,
Yes.
discomfort. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so there's some abnormality in that region. So even though it comes from that region, but it's really coming from the opposite region, it's coming from inside your mouth, I would just strengthen your teeth and your gum and all the things that integrate inside your mouth. There's 5 things in there that they're uneven with each other. So you make them even, just like you make the people even, so they get along with each other better in a dynamic. And then inside your mouth, those 5 things should be even out, and the effect on your body is 1,000,000%. So you want to lower the effect down to zero minus infinity. Once you recognize it, you could just process it, allow your physical intelligence to process it like a computer. It is a computer. Now, how's the symptom in your urinary region?
Better.
Okay, good. That's how things get better, right?
Yes.
So, but in the past, when you have these experiences, when you think about having the past experience of having it, it still bars you mentally, right?
Yes.
So your mind would like to bring it back, right? So we just gonna delete it from your mind and also delete the mind from your body, right? See, your mind should be your servant, not your master, okay? So we live in a society we choose to have our mind to be our master instead of just working for you, right? And even your spirit should be your servant and not your master. So we got it just the opposite, the way it should be processing. We want the physical surroundings, the world, everything to be better. We have to get the mind and spirit out of the way. Okay. Now let's say you go back to the past, think about your past experience having the urinary infection. Does it still trouble you?
No, it's
Okay.
better now.
Then in the future you won't have it, right? So otherwise it extends into the future for you. When I say that to you, it makes simple sense, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. If you have nothing in the past going forward, then your future is better, right?
Yes, totally. Yes, it
So
is.
that's how you predetermine your future, right? So we got a lot of smart people, trying to tell you, even down to human history, try to tell you that you can't change your future. Of course you could, right? So, and it's time for every one of us to recognize you could change the future the way we want the future to be, right?
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Mr. Camuen.
Okay, so the
Thank you.
next person is Fabiana Fagrabe. Fabiana, I've just sent you an invite. Please accept that.
Hola.
Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm Fabiana from Chile. My problem is misophonia. I feel hypersensitive to certain sounds that cause me despair, anxiety, anger, hate when I hear them.
You may have to repeat what you said and let's simplify what you said and resolve the situation for her, okay?
Yeah, we can't hear you very clearly, Fabiana. Do you want to repeat that?
Yeah, but I feel hypersensitive to certain sounds that cause
Okay.
me despair, anxiety, anger, so movements and sound when another person cheers with an open mouth, swallows, cough, throw.
Okay, she's saying, Master Yuen, that basically she's disturbed by many different sounds. It causes her anxiety and anger and stuff like that.
She's disturbed by the emotions going around her, right? Is that what she's saying?
Different sounds,
uh,
sounds.
sounds.
You mean sound?
Yeah.
Okay. So the sound, if the mind is not there, it would be no disturbance, right? So I have to say that mental disorder and spiritual disorder is what causing a disturbance. So now we will make the mind and the spirit be even with each other, because right now they're in conflict with each other. So the mind has to be even within itself first, and then the spirit has to be even within the spirit. And when they combine together, when they integrate with each other, they should be even with each other. And take away the fear that the cause and effect from the ancestors causing other people to be fearful. So we would resolve that right now. And now the situation now that's troubling her, is it still troubling her?
Is it still troubling you?
I feel that I have this problem.
You still have the problem?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she still has the
Okay,
problem.
so it's either the same or different. I feel there's a different there, but it's still troubling her. It's the resistance that she used to having things that trouble her mentally. So let's get into more specifically on her mind. There's really 10 uneven things going on in her mind that we specifically mentioned. And out of these 10, there's 1,000 unevenness that's taking place in her mind. And of course, we want to separate or delete the mind from her body. so it will not influence her physical potential. Okay, how's it now? Are you still disturbed exactly as before, or is it different?
It's lighter.
Lighter.
Okay, so let's ensure that your surrounding, what's projected out of your mind, where you live, where you sleep, at your home, that dynamic there is 1,000 times strongly working against you. So we could dissipate that internal dynamic of your home, so it will have no effect on you when you stay at home or go sleep at home or whatever you do at home. Okay, so now, what's that seem like to you now?
I feel chest strain.
Well, I'm
Chest
sorry,
pain.
I didn't make it out.
She said she feels chest pain.
Or the chest pain. Okay, so what's coming out or coming down her head is stuck in her chest. The expression goes that she needs to get things off her chest, but she doesn't need to do that. She should let go all the way down to her torso. So how's the chest now?
It's out. No está, notice.
Is it gone now?
It's gone. Sí,
It's gone, yeah?
it's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone, Dr. Khan.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
We just want to show how improvement could be made, and continue to make these improvements, because when you make something specific, then you have to answer specifically, okay?
Yes.
And that's how things are. Otherwise, you answer everything by the numbers, and you should keep everything by the numbers, and not using your mind to specify what would affect you in your life. Okay, so we'll let you go this time, and keep in touch, okay?
Thank you. So
Thank
the
you.
next person I'm going to bring on is Padma
Thank you very
Kulkarni.
much.
Padma, I've sent you a request. Can you hear us? Hello?
Hello.
Hi. Hi, you can speak to Dr. Kam. Can you hear us, Padma? Hello? Looks like she has a problem maybe with the audio. Okay, so the next person I'm gonna bring on is basically Safiyasu. Just give me a second, Safiya. I'm gonna send you an invite now. You just accept that invite and you can speak to Dr. Kam. Can you hear us, Safiya? Can you hear us? Hello? Just have to accept the invite. I can see you're on. Just unmute your microphone.
Right.
Hi.
Where's the invite? Hello?
Hi.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes. We can hear you, Safiya.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead.
Hello? Hello, Dr. Kam?
Yeah, hi, just state what we could do for you, all right? So thank you for coming on this
Okay.
program.
Thank you for answering my question. I've been getting a pain in my left breast, and I'm worried about cancer because my mother had that.
Okay, so how long do you have this pain on your left breast?
It's not all the time. It's just occasionally I will get
Okay, I
a
mean,
twinge.
you have it now?
I don't have it right at the moment. Recently,
So when you
only
do
for
have
the
it,
last week.
no, I don't need more history than that. I'm just saying that when you do have it,
Okay.
it troubles you, right?
Yes.
So I don't mean to cut you off, you know, when you keep things short, you could resolve everything very quickly, right? And when a doctor asks you to give a long history, it can't resolve anything, okay? So I'm just using my internal computer to connect with your internal computer and resolve it, right? Now, so essentially, since you don't have the symptom, I would ask you when you do have the symptom, it troubles you mentally, right? To have it, and also trouble you spiritually to have it as well, because your spirit wants you to remember it, and your mind is using your spirit to make sure that you don't forget that you have this problem, right? So it's okay to, I don't mean forget, you really want to delete this problem, okay? So in the past, you got the cumulative effect of this sensation and also from your family having the problem as well. So it's really, there's 1,000 unevenness. There's a trillion reasons, so we're not going to name these reasons. And that's, there's only 20 causes. The effect on you is, and your family, is 1,000%, so it's not super high. So we let it process down to 0 minus infinity, beyond minus infinity. Now, let's say you think about having these symptoms in the past, because it's still troubling you to think about having those symptoms. How's the effect?
It's still troubling.
It's what?
It's still troubling me.
It still bothers you, right? Is that what you say?
Yeah.
Yes.
So if it still bothers you, then you have to define what emotion it bothers you. It actually give you grief, right? So let's resolve your grief. You make grief as the specific things that affect you, and you have other grief besides the breast pain, okay? So you have other grief in your life, and you want to resolve those grief or delete those grief. Now think about having those symptoms again now. Does it still bother you the same way? Yes or no? Now you're thinking too much about it.
But I'm still worried about it.
Well, you're thinking, and that's why you worry, right? Now you worry about other things in your life too, right?
Yeah.
So let's delete your worry, okay? That's okay. You bring things up, then we have to resolve it, right? So we can't let you go ahead with your problem, right? So you worry about other things. So you got like 1,000 different worries. So you want to make them as one worry, and then how it affects you to 1,000,000% of you. So it's not just 100%. So it's 1,000,000% of you. So you want to delete it out of every part of your body, okay? From your quantum particle up to your overall structure. So how's your worry? Same or different?
I guess I don't feel so much.
Okay, it's different, right? So you got to connect to the speed of your computer, right? So don't think too much, because thinking slow everybody down, right? Thinking just make it difficult for things to get resolved. It's really your physical intelligence resolve things in your body, or also things around you or things in the world. If you're constantly thinking with your mind and bringing your spirit to try to resolve things, things don't get resolved. You only resolve by your internal computer. If you recognize you have one, that's a good start, right? A lot of people don't even recognize they have an internal computer. It's almost like your car don't have a computer, right? Imagine your car don't have a computer, you're only able to drive it. So we can't drive our life when we don't even recognize we have an intelligence to resolve everything that come to our life. So we would have less things instead of more problems as we get, you could say, get older in life, right? So most people, when they spend more time on this planet, they actually generate more problems instead of resolving the problem. So it's time for everyone to resolve problems instead of making up more problems, right? Or taking on other people's problems. you want to resolve it for them as well. So we don't have to ask them for their permission. You just have to connect with their intelligence, and their intelligence is activated. Okay? So thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So the next person is VR Surya. VR. Just unmute your microphone. You can speak with Dr. Cam. Can you hear us? Okay. VR has a problem with his mic. Okay. So the next person is basically Sumit Machanda. Okay. So Sumit Machanda, I'm gonna send you an invite right now. Just accept it. You can speak directly with Dr. Cam. Can you hear us, Sumit? Hello? Can you hear us, Sumit? Okay, another person doesn't have the mic connected properly. Okay, next person is Geeta Chaudhry. Okay, Geeta Chaudhry, I'm going to send you an invite now. Please accept it and you can speak directly with Dr. Cam. Just give me a second to find her. Okay, Geeta, I've sent you an invite. Please accept it and you can speak directly with Dr. Cam. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
We can hear you, Geeta.
All right. Hi, Dr. Cam. I have fears and anxiety related to my health, and my mother passed away recently with cancer, and that has become a bigger fear. I just want to get rid of these fears and anxiety, and
Okay,
you know.
okay. So you don't have to add on too many things. So we got your mom's situation also. So let's start resolving it. And actually, when you bring in the three elements that you mentioned, we will have to make them all even with each other. So that way you don't be running from one to the other. So if you have two things uneven, sometimes it becomes a problem, but some people even have 1,000 things that's uneven. In your case, you mentioned three things. Of course, you have other things that's uneven. So let's make these three things even things out, and your fears and your anxiety are even with each other. And there's 1,000 reasons that lead to your problem, and that's actually 1,000,000 causes this time here. And the effect on you is beyond infinite. So it's not resolvable until you recognize it is beyond infinite and bring it back to this infinite universe and dimension, and it would dissolve on its own. Okay. Now think about your anxiety and fear. Now, what's that?
I'm sorry, I lost your voice there, Dr. Cam.
Well, think about your fear and anxiety. What's it seem like now in comparison? Same with the.
It does seem a little better.
Okay, so let's make it completely better, okay? Because if it's only a little bit better, is your spirit is telling you that you cannot let things go that quickly, okay? So let's remove your spirit from interfering with your physical intelligence. Okay? Now, how's your fear and anxiety now? Either you have it or you don't, okay?
It's much better.
What's that?
Yeah, it's definitely better.
You say it's definitely better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's reinforce that with your central nervous system, including the midline of your central nervous system, so you will support the changes into your future, because you don't expect that in the future. Your physical intelligence can support it, because your physical intelligence been suppressed by your spirit and then other people's mind. So let's get that out of the way, okay? So you're more confident in the future now, right?
Sorry?
You're more confident about the future now, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. So that's what we could do for everything. All of us could do this, okay? I'm not here to act like, I know how to do it, no one else can, right? So,
Okay, the
Yes.
next person
Thank
is
you so much.
Heather Richardson. Heather, I've sent you a invite. Please accept it. Are you there? Can you hear us, Heather? Hello, I can hear you.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, thank you very much, Dr. Yuen. How are you?
I'm great.
Great. So my question is, I was in a car accident when I was young and I shattered my femur, and I've had extreme pain in my lower extremities, in my right leg and my left leg. And I've had a lot of energy work, but it continues to come back. So what can I do to release that?
Well, I mean, do you have the symptom now?
Yes.
Okay, so is your right leg, and you talk about your femur?
Yes.
Okay, so you have symptoms there now. So what you could do about it, you would have to find a weakness in other parts of your body. That's what we've been doing for a few people that came in. Whatever you have the symptom is not where the problem is, right? So we should come to realization of that. We have to look for other parts of the body that are not supporting that part of the body where you have symptoms. So you got 10 other parts of your body structurally not supporting the structure of your femur. Okay, so we'll make those 10 things even with each other without naming them. We could if you want, but we don't have to. And the effect on you is 1,000,000%. So we want to lower down the effect from 1,000,000% down to 0 minus infinity, 0 minus infinity, and get your spirit out of the way, because your spirit tried to tell you that it's good for you to have the pain, right? So our spiritual teachers try to teach you that you become a better person by suffering, right? Which is ridiculous. Now, how's your leg seem like to you?
Feels better. Again, there's the tightness in the knee with scar tissue and such. So,
Well, there's no such thing as scar tissue there, okay?
okay.
So, I mean, that's a conventional way of putting it, but the thing is that your knee, again, what you feel in your knee is come from other joints in your body, okay? So you got 4 other joints. You could say the elbow joint is the first one, but we will make all these 4 joints even with each other. How it affects your knee is it's 1,000%. So we allow that to process down to 0 minus infinity, beyond minus infinity. This is all technology, okay? It's not hocus pocus. Here's your energy, right? Now, how's your knee seem like to you?
Feels good.
Good for you, right? So you should be able to go ahead with your life any way you want, right?
All right. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Thank
Well,
you.
you have to hold yourself to that and me too, okay?
Right.
Okay,
The
thank you
next
so
person
much.
is Marcella. Marcella Pinto, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we hear you perfectly.
Yes. So three things: relationships, finances, and obesity. I know you want me to be concise, so three things.
Our relationship, I'm sorry, I didn't quite get, can you repeat that?
Relationships, finances, and obesity or overweight.
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, you mentioned 3 things, but you have 10 things in your life that you're struggling with. And they could be good things, but they are uneven, and that's what you're struggling with, right? So you think you're struggling with three things, but it's really 10 things. So you'll be pulling apart in many different directions. Then it's difficult for you to be able to have mastery over your eating and food and things like that, because that's the wrong message, by using food as the #1 cause of body weight problems that people have. So now we will make those 10 things even, including the 3 things you mentioned. And it's a trillion reasons there that you're dealing with, and 100 causes, and the effect on you is near beyond infinite. So we want to bring it back to infinite, to this infinite universe dimension and existence, and let it process by your internal computer. I'm going to strengthen your internal computer for you, because anytime you want to change your body, your central nervous system, your physical intelligence is what monitors what you want in your body. That's including relationship and prosperity or finances, because finances is physical that surrounds this planet, okay? Now think about your situation now that you mentioned. Does it still have a negative effect on you as before?
No, I felt a little bit of movement on my spinal cord as you were speaking, so it feels different.
That means it came alive, right?
Yes, yes.
It woke up. It got waking up, and it was able to monitor your body and your physical surroundings so much better, right?
Yes,
Instead of relying on your mind that give you all the reason why you cannot get there, right?
yes.
So people get psyched out and they still try to control their mind. They should just delete their mind, have nothing to do with the mind. As I said, the mind should be our servant, not our master, okay?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So the next person is Abolia Bulldog. I just sent you an invite. You can just accept that. Can you hear us, Abolia? Hello? Okay. Looks like Abolia is not able to get on. Okay, okay, so the next person is Randy Neskiri. So Randy, I'm going to send you an invite now. Just accept it and you can speak with Dr. Cam. Give me a second. Okay, Randy, I've just sent you an invite. Can you hear us? You there, Randy? No, okay. No voice, they say. Okay. Okay, Vilma Vnuza. Vilma, you there? If you're there, I'm going to send you an invite now. Yeah, I've just sent you an invite. Please accept that. Can you hear us, Vilma?
Hi, Dr. Yuen. Thank you.
Hi.
So I have this situation with inheritance from my parents that hasn't been resolved for a few years now. I can't take possession of the inheritance from either of them.
Okay, let me get a little more clear. You mentioned your parents. You talk about inheritance, right?
It's about inheritance from both of them.
Okay, I mean, they still living?
No, they both passed.
Okay, so it's more of a legal thing that you're going through, right?
I'm sorry?
It's legal, I mean, it's a legal thing that you're going through
Yes,
about the inheritance, right?
yes. The lawyer even had a stroke or something. Things are very slow.
I mean, you got lawyers and working on it for you?
Yeah, but it's still not advancing.
I'm sorry, it wasn't clear. But anyway, I got enough for what you said. The question about inheritance from your parents who passed away, right?
Yes.
So basically, it's that. So even though they passed away, your mom and dad, um, the unevenness experience they share with each other, that is still there. So we were just even things out, and you with your dad had to be even out, and then your mom with you had to be even out, and then all 3 of you got to make things even, and you could count the number of reasons that get in the way. There's a trillion reasons and 100 causes. The effect on the situation is not resolvable because it's beyond infinite. So we bring it back to the finite universe. distant time and space and back to planet Earth. And it seemed like the legal system is not in the way. It's more like the um, other human effect. Uh, the human effect, there's like 1,000 effect there that you make them even. People you don't even know these people, but there's 1,000 effective that that you want to bring it down to zero minus infinity. Now, let's say you question about your inheritance of your parents now. What's that seem like? You still have some question about it that's not resolvable?
Yeah, now that you mentioned other people, one of the properties is occupied by people, and because the lawyer has not advanced in it, I can't take possession, I can't get them out. They're not paying anything, they're just invading, basically.
Okay, so we mentioned people in general, but now you mentioned specifically um, that we will make the situation better. There's like 4 uneven influences on you from these people. Um, the effect coming from them is 1,000%, so it's not beyond infinite. So we would let that process to the level that you want things to be. All right. Now, think about your situation that you specifically brought in now. Does it still seem like the same problem to you, or is it different?
I really can't tell. I guess that means it's better now, right?
I mean, in comparison, it troubles you less, right?
Um,
Yes or no?
I don't know, really. I can't tell.
Okay, let's make sure you tell. Okay, the reason why you couldn't tell is because your spirit, again, is in the way. Like other people have the spirit uh, trying to be there, or having the spirit be their master instead of your physical intelligence. Physicality is where you want to maximize the potential, and also the spirit um, is enticing your mind and your body to confuse your resolving the situation physically. Okay, now so we process that. Now, what's that seem like now? Do you know what's going on better than before, or is it the same?
Um, I did feel some shift. I can't pinpoint on the subject, but I did feel something in my body.
You feel like you can handle the situation better than before, right?
Yes.
Well, that's a good start, right? So let's make sure the future is there to support you, because right now your future is also have a lot of unevenness. Okay, good thing and bad thing when they're uneven, it just is bad, right? When you have to struggle with a million uneven. Okay, now how's the future seem like to you now, resolving the situation?
Every time I want to go forward with things, something seems to hold me back, and I keep pushing things back, and I don't step
Okay,
into
you
the
still
future.
perceive what's the things that hold you back that's not in the future, that's in the past. So let's resolve those things in the past that are affecting you and projecting themselves into your future. Okay. Now, how about now?
Okay, that made a lot of sense in a way. I don't know, internally, I
Well, I
guess.
don't want you to hear me that it sounds like it makes a lot of sense. I'm just talking about connecting with your internal self. What's that seem like?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, good. So you're more together, right? Internally to resolve the situation, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much.
Thank
Okay,
you
so the
very
next
much.
person is Yasmin Farouk. Yasmin, I've sent you an
So
invite. Accept it.
we're going to do an hour and a half on this program, right?
Yeah, so we got 25 minutes.
Okay. And I just want to mention, we have group support that people could come in, and every week they could list some things that troubles them, and they should list their things first and not just go off the tangent, listing everybody in their family, right? So when they get better, they would get involved the family also, right? That's what the wellness support group that that I do, resolving people's problem very quickly, because when you can make the group even with each other, then when one person improves, the whole group improves. When the whole group improves, the one person improves. So everyone should check into that, right? So, and if it's too expensive, or if you think it's too expensive, it has to be resolved, okay? But when I was growing up, $100, back in the 60s, that was a lot of money, right? So $100 now, you can't even go to Starbucks for a month, right? So,
Yeah. So
so
Shruti, you should be
yeah,
online now.
everything is relative, and we're surrounded by finances. So I really want to improve everyone's finances, because many times the limitation of the finances came from our ancestors put limitation on our finances, right? Because right now it's easier to be in touch with the finances, and the finance would strengthen you instead of weaken you and put you to sleep or something. Right? So in the past, it was difficult to connect with finances, because only people who have finances are the people kind of born into it, and the royal family and things like that. But nowadays, if you benefit other people, continue to improve them, even if you're not doing it, you could direct other organizations like the Yuen method, or directing to this program. You will improve your finances when you benefit others and make them better. So thank you for coming into this program.
Thank you. So Shruti, can you hear us? You should be on with live with Dr. Kam now. I can see your mic is unmuted. Can you hear us, Shruti? Okay, looks like your mic is not working.
Hello.
Okay. Yes, hi,
Hello?
Shruti.
We heard you.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi. Hi. I have two things. One is a deep-seated feeling that earthly life in the physical body is burdensome and a pain, and connected with that, that I don't have the ability to earn money and be financially successful.
Okay. So the first one is that you have some pain in your body.
The right ankle.
Okay.
And the foot.
All right. So looking at the situation, actually, finance comes to you first as the weakness. And if you have difficulty with the finance, it's a painful for your body, okay? And you already project it down to your feet instead of staying up, let's say your neck or your chest or your hip. So you're pushing it down, but it should be out of your body, okay? So finances, in your particular case, would be your previous experiences that trouble you about finances. I mean, you have past experience that trouble you about finances, right? And you connect with that, right?
Yes,
Just
yes.
connect with one thought or one experience that bothers you about finances in your life, okay?
Okay.
You got one of those, right?
Yes.
So every time you think about it, it bothers you, right?
Yes.
That plus other things, right? So that is only one of like 1,000 uneven things relating to finances. So we make them as one. The way it affects you is the main percent. So we will lower the effect. And then it comes up with your family members also reinforce that. So we will just resolve the family members' problems as well with their finances. Okay, now go back to the thought that you have about finances. When you thought about it, it bothers you. Does it still bother you the same, or is it different?
I think it's a little different. Plus, I could feel something moving in my body. So.
Okay, so let's make it more than a little bit, right? Because your mind kind of put a limitation on your physical potential. Okay, so
Okay.
let's remove your mind from staying inside your body, try to taking over your physical intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
So you would make your mind strongly go to another dimension, universe exists in time and space. So that way your mind works for you and you're not working for your mind, okay?
Yes.
So now what does that seem like about finances?
Yeah, I feel lighter and I feel stronger, more positive.
Okay. So how's your pain in your leg, your ankle, and your foot?
It's almost gone.
Okay, good. So money in your case caused you to have pain, right?
Uh-huh. Okay.
So it's good to recognize where it's coming from. So using your physical uh, intelligence, which is your central nervous system, you would connect with the answer will connect with you. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be finance, it could be your job, it could be your business, it could be your education. You can improve all of those using your physical intelligence. But if you use your mind, you're always fighting with yourself, right? So you could do better in sports, you could run better, you could jump better um, by using your physical intelligence or activating it.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you so much for coming in.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Okay, so the next person is Roberta. Roberta, I just sent you an invite. Please accept that, and you can speak with Dr. Kang. Can you hear us, Roberta?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
We can hear you.
Okay, my question is, with Yuen method, how do I use it to get better results? I have the modules.
Okay, so you start the process and your question about how to get better results and results should come to you naturally when you use your physical intelligence, but let's ensure that your past failures is not always there to affect your future, okay? So your past failure is not just about result with this method, but result with other things in your life, okay? And that includes your family's um, problems with not getting results because their experiences in life is like there's more failures than success. So you don't want to use failures as a learning process. A lot of people don't know how to resolve the failures. They would say, well, you know, the failures are good. That would lead you to at least one success, right? So in this case, in most cases, one success bring up 1,000 failures. So in your case, if you are successful, you bring up 20,000 failures. So let's delete the failures from following your success and kind of overshadow your success. And so we delete the effect of failures, which is really affecting you 1,000,000% of you. So you also want to ensure that you're not going to expect failures in the future. Even though there's no failures in the future, you expect it. So let's remove your expectation in your case. Now, how's your question now about getting results?
Uh, Intuition comes up.
Yeah, but answer me first
Okay.
before you put in some other, question. Is it the same or
Uh,
different?
uh, I feel heavier.
Just say different, right? Just one word is
Different.
good enough. So intuition comes up, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is that we so misguided that we think intuition is mental and even spiritual, but it's actually totally physical, right? Animals have intuition and they have more physicality than mental, right? In fact, they don't have a mind at all. So you have scientists wasting everybody's money, make studies, see if the dog have a mind or not, right? Which is ridiculous. So any mind a dog have, a cat have, they got it from the human interaction, right? So it's better they don't have any mental influences that much. And they have a spirit, but animals don't worship the spirit, only people do, right? So, but the spirit is not something you want to worship. You want to remove all the negative experiences, the karmas and curses that go along with the spirit, okay? So you want to delete all that, okay? So what's your question about intuition?
I don't think I'm intuitive when it comes to making the choices.
Well, you know what? You're using your mind to make choices, you know. Your intuition is not questionable at all, okay? So let's remove your mental questioning in your body from your body, okay? Now, you still question about intuition? Yes or
No,
no?
no.
Good. So you don't want to add more story to it, then we have to resolve whatever you add, right? So you don't want to make anything specific. You only say intuition, you want to resolve that, so you bring something else up, right? So you could bring things up all day long, right? So we're not
Yes.
going to stay here all day long with you, right? So don't ask too many questions. Just connect with your physical intelligence to the answer. The answer will connect with your physical intelligence, okay?
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Okay, so the next person is Gregory. Gregory, I just sent you an invite. 1 second. Okay, Gregory, you should accept that now. You can speak to Dr. Cam. Hear us? Hello?
I'm just trying to unmute.
We can hear you, Gregory.
You can
Oh,
hear
you
you.
can. Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Yuen. Maybe 3 years ago, I had a couple of experiences with a few teachers that I think may have created some negative experiences in a loop. So even though
I
I
mean,
don't
that
deal with,
wasn't one of your teachers, right?
no, this is
Okay,
not,
good.
this is not what I'm referring to. No,
All right,
these
so
were
you question about some experience you have with your teachers, right?
correct.
Okay, that's what I have to say. And it's not just teacher outside of the school system. You even question the teacher you had when you were in first grade, right? So let's resolve all the teachers. We make all the teachers even with each other. So in your case, you know, that's like, well, it's only 20 uneven teachers, but they bring up a 500 unevenness among them, and they affect you, well, only 100%, so it's not that bad, but you only have 20 reasons and 50 causes. We'll make it more even too. The source of your question is really come from your answers to who are teachers. So you want to resolve their karma of teaching incorrectly to their students. All right, now, how's your question about teachers?
It feels neutral.
Okay, that's where you want to be, right? You're above it
Yes.
all, right? When it's neutral.
Yes.
Okay.
I
So thank you
appreciate
for
it.
coming in.
Thank you, Dr. Yuen.
Thank you, Gregory. Okay, so the next person is Brenda. Brenda, I've just sent you an invite. Please accept that. Can you hear us, Brenda? I can see you're online. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello.
I don't see myself, but can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Tell us your request or your problem or question.
Well, I have. Hello.
Oh yeah, I can see you now.
I
Those are
have.
nice glasses you got.
Thanks to you. Well, I live in Chile. I have high cholesterol. I have liver problems. I have a lot of fat in my liver. And I also have sugar problems.
I mean, are you on any medication?
I should, but I don't.
Well, that's fine. I just want to know if you're on it or not, right? So I'm just saying that why should you think you should because somebody else told you, right? So I'm just saying your condition, what affects you would be your doctors or healthcare professionals, okay? They kind of disturb you and make you question about yourself, and they don't give you any answers except you have high cholesterol. That is not the answer. The answer is how to resolve it, right? No. So if they can't resolve it, they only give you more question and more problem, right? So looking at the situation, you have healthcare professional in your experience, as well as your family members' experience, that you have experience of healthcare professionals or doctors, and you got about 20 of those that make up of 50 unevenness, and the effect on you and your family is beyond infinite. It's like there's no escape till you recognize you have this beyond infinite problem. So we bring it back to this finite universe and resolve it. Okay, now let's say you think about your problem now. Is it still presented to you as a problem that there's no solution? What's it seem like now?
I know that there is a solution.
I mean, is it different or it's the same?
It must be because I have a question when you say.
No, that's not why I'm asking. It's the same or different. Then you could ask another question after you answer that one.
It's different.
Okay, good. So it took a long time to get it out of you, right? It's different. They don't bother you as much anymore. So whatever you need to resolve, what you mentioned is resolved by your physical intelligence, right?
Okay.
Only your physical intelligence has a nervous system could lower your cholesterol, right?
Yeah.
But if that physical intelligence has been suppressed by other people's mental thinking, then they control you, right?
Yeah.
You want to take charge and be expertise with yourself and gain mastery of yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then your cholesterol would be working right. You would be utilized to manufacture hormones in your body, okay?
Okay.
And even lubricate your skin, okay?
Okay.
Right. Right. Thanks for the smile.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So the next person is Belina. Belina, I've just sent you an invite. Please accept it. Can you hear us, Belina?
So we must having fun because time goes by really quickly.
Yeah, we maybe can take a couple more, Dr. Cam. So, Belina, can you hear us? Okay, we can't hear you, so I'm going to have to let you go. Okay, let's check through these questions. Okay, so the next person is Iris. Okay, Iris, just give me a second. I'm going to send you an invite. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, Iris, Iris and Dr. Herb, basically, I've just sent you an invite. Just please accept that and you can unmute your microphone and talk to Dr. Cam. Can you hear us? Hello? Gonna unmute your microphone. Yeah, hi, can you hear us, Iris? Hello? Okay, Iris is not, I don't think it's working. Okay, so the next person is Enzo. Hey, Enzo. Give me a second. Okay, Enzo, I've just sent you an invite. Can you hear us? No, it looks like Enzo's not working also. Okay, Daman, next person. You have to use your computer if you want to speak to Dr. Cam. It doesn't work well on the mobile, so if you're logging in for your mobile, you're probably not going to be able to speak. So Daman, I've just sent you an invite. Can you hear us? Hi, Duman, can you hear us? Hello?
Hello?
Hi,
Hello?
we can hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear you.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. So what do
Hello?
you have that you want to process?
Yeah, hi. I have a problem with my left knee, left hip, lower right back, and also I have a problem with piles.
What's the last name? You said spine or?
Piles?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Piles. That is a little growth. Yeah.
Sajay, you can make out what he said, the last name?
It's piles, Dr. Khan, piles, hemorrhoids.
Oh, hemorrhoid. Okay. So
Yeah.
you say hemorrhoid, I would know that. Right? So piles. Okay, sorry. All right. So right now you have symptom in your right side of your leg, right?
Left side,
Oh,
left side knee, left knee,
Okay.
left
I
hip,
mean,
and right
it's
lower.
probably, I mean, you can feel the symptoms there now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's really come from the weakness on your left side. So let's strengthen your left side to be even with your right, and also have your central nervous system able to communicate with both sides evenly, including your brain and your spinal cord and the rest of your central nervous system. And as far as the symptoms you may have, hemorrhoids, it's actually come from your mouth region. So we will just strengthen the unevenness you have in your mouth. There's 6 unevenness there that have to be made even, and take away the fear of not resolving it in the future. Okay. Now, how's your leg seem like to you at this moment?
Yeah, it seems to be a lot better. The knee pain has reduced quite a bit. Yes.
Okay, good. So we can make your knee better by having the alignment of your knee, that your patella is rotated excessively counterclockwise, and it's gone lateral, and it's gone superior. So how's your knee seem like to you now? You able to jump on it?
Yes, much better. There's still a little pain, but yeah,
Okay,
it
so
feels
that
a
little
lot
pain
better.
come from your relationship pain, okay? You got any relationship pain in your life?
Well, I haven't been in a relationship for a
Well,
while.
I mean, in your life, right? So,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, there's some people experiencing relationship, right? Even for 5 minutes, right?
Yes, yes.
You haven't, right? So if you can identify one of them, then you know it's gone or not if you want. But if not, you don't have to identify. So let's ensure that any relationship pain you have and even your family have will not be there affecting you or the family, okay? So there's like 50 unevenness experience that affecting a family 1,000%, so it's not super high. So now the past cumulative effect should be deleted down to 0 minus infinity, okay? So now when you think about relationship, does it still affect you as before? Same or different? Shouldn't take you that long to answer it. So now how's your knee pain? Did we lose you in a connection here?
Let me just check. No, I don't think so. You're still there. Can you hear us? Okay,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
we lost you. No. Are you there? Okay. How's your knee pain?
yeah. Yeah, you're back. You're back. Yes, yes. We lost it. Yeah, yeah. I'm here. I'm here.
So how's your symptoms?
Yeah,
Well,
a
he
lot
said he
better.
got some knee pain that's still left, and I said it came from relationship. Now, how's the knee pain? Same or different? So
Just
The
got
let's
knee
speed
pain
up
is
the
a
process.
lot better. The hip pain is almost gone, and
Yeah, but you still act
it's
like
much better.
you have the first generation of computers. You know, it's too slow for you to respond to the situation, right? So let's speed up the process for you. Okay.
Yeah.
You should be strong in connecting with speed. Okay. But right now, your
Yes.
speed, you would better accept slowness than speed. So that's, I mean, you definitely don't want a slow computer, right? So
Yeah, I was fast throughout, and I don't know
is that
what
better
suddenly
now?
happened.
I mean, you could process things faster now, right? You might even, you know, think that you think faster now, but you know, you want to get your thinking out of the way. Okay, so you got some improvement, so we let you go, and
Thank you very
because we're
much.
coming to the end of this program.
Yeah, we've hit 90 minutes now, Dr. Cam, so we can wrap it up.
All right. Thank you so much, Doc.
You're welcome. Like I said, if anybody wants to further themselves, we have this wellness support group that we meet once a week, and it's less expensive than you go see a doctor chiropractor at the clinic, because I used to charge more than that for the same time I spend on each person. Now, of course, I work faster than I used to, so I don't need to have a physical clinic. So if you help care professionals, you may want to be able to do things on the phone, and you will have more business, especially now with Skype and everything, that you could talk to anybody in the world. When I first started, you can't even talk to anybody in the world because it costs you so much money to make a phone call that's long distance, right? So thank you for the progress, right? So
Yeah, thanks everybody. Thank you, Dr. Cam. So look out for our emails. We'll send you a
Thank you so much.
replay.
Thank you so much, Doctor.
Thank you. Okay, Dr. Cam,
okay,
any final
that's great to have a conclusion of this, and we would like to put it out there for more people that never experienced it to experience it, so they know that could be done by them, right? Not just by me. I'm just the person that owe enough to lead people here. That's all. Okay. So thank you, Dr.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.